My father started the business, I think because he saw there was a need in the county to pump septic tanks, and he needed a venture and an out because he was retired. He ended up borrowing the money for the first truck, put the truck together, which I was a part of, and the first tank he pumped was for Mr. Melvin Rainier down the road for about $45, I think.
I probably started helping Mr. Miller probably 76, 77, something like that. I was helping him part-time.
Ricky ran the truck and was a staple for the business when Daddy was sick.
They had a nice green truck with a straight shift transmission. Of course, the truck didn't have air conditioning, didn't have power steering. It was pretty rough, but it was a start, and they made a business. The Lee made a business out of it. I started in 1973.
Arthur's a cousin, you can tell by the good looks. He worked with Daddy a lot when he was in high school on the septic truck. The three of us have worked together for probably 50 years since the business started. Building the trucks, putting them together, repairing it, working nights and weekends. It was dirty, hard work, and these two men deserve a tremendous amount of credit for knowing and understanding how that works.
I remember as a kid going to, our grandmother's house and hearing the phone ring, and it was someone calling for a septic tank call or an emergency or something they needed. And that was just a everyday occurrence at her house. And then one of the most fun things that I got to do was she would give, these steno pads, and she would tear them off, and the writing was really hard to read, but she would highlight or circle if I needed to go by the grocery store for a customer to pick up some milk or bread. Even years ago, I was still taking groceries to our customer's house, as some of our employees offer now. And that was the family atmosphere and just providing wow customer service.
Used to use composition books to keep track of all the money and the people that they pumped and the address and phone numbers. And I still have all of those. Eventually, she gave all of that up. So I did it all, and I got my first computer in '95, and I put the septic business on the computer and put it all in, and it worked fine.
I actually, oddly enough, learned how to use a typewriter because at that time my mom still did W-2s with a typewriter. Taking calls and dispatching our guys, it was all done by hand. We had paperwork orders, everything was written down. Our guys had to come back to the office and get paper files to get all the information about a property. Now we use a much more advanced system that has made operations a lot easier. So our grandfather passed away when I was 5, but I had a lot more time with my grandmother. She passed away in 2015, and so she actually did get to see and experience some of the growth of the business up until that point. And she always talked about how proud she was. She had absolutely no idea what was going on, but she always asked about it. She wanted to know what we were doing, how many employees we had, who worked there. And so she liked to keep up with that. And, there really wasn't a day that went by that she didn't let us know how proud she was of us.
I just can't believe how big it started from one little truck to what do you have now, 100 employees. Unbelievable. I know Uncle Lee will be happy. Jamie and Ashley's puts this business over the top. When I'm out in the public, and if I got a Miller shirt, oh, you work for Miller, I see their trucks all the time. Well, that's because they have a lot of them. They've just gone over the top.
I think my father and mother would be very proud to see the business grow and to see it move forward is tremendous.
They would be completely overwhelmed at what the business is today versus what it was 50 years ago. And that we still hold what was started, right? The family values, the customer service, taking care of people, and caring for our community. And I think that's what is most important.